of exploratory vessels to Turkish ports in the past few days is a positive step in this direction. This is necessary to create the much-needed space for dialogue.
Suha Cubukcuoglu is a member of the advisory board at Koç University Maritime Forum. Suha, welcome to the programme. Really relatively gentle words from Ursula von der Leyen when you compare to what Emmanuel Macron, the French president, what the Greek prime minister has been saying. This seems to be... I need to ask you if you're encouraged by what you've heard from Ursula von der Leyen.
Well, EU is obviously behind Greece's efforts in the region to reassert its, presence and to sort of create this soft containment belt around Turkey. And de-escalation in the region is, of course, to the mutual interest of both parties, both Greece and Turkey. But frankly speaking, what the Greek side understands from this is for Turkey to back down and let go all of its rights in the region. If that's the case, then obviously we're not any closer to any sort of negotiated settlement on this. And Mediterranean tensions include also the Aegean tensions in the region, and both countries are at odds over many issues. Of which only the continental shelf issue Athens is ready to discuss, from what we understand. Yeah,
absolutely. That's the word from Kyriakos Mitsotakis, the Greek prime minister. Do you think he will try to resolve this in a bilateral fashion, or is he going to go to that EU summit on the 24th and 25th of this month and say to the 26 other countries that make up the bloc, let's do this together, back me, and you can get what you want geopolitically, and I can get what I want in terms of my relations with Turkey?
Yes, spot on. So it's the latter, that they will go for a multilateral approach and try to stigmatize and corner Turkey into, back to the wall, and let Turkey decide whether it's in a 0 or 1 or black or white fashion, whether it's in or not. And that's absolutely not the approach that Turkey would expect. And and as Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs, stated today in the Greek press, he gave an interview to the Katimirini newspaper, that Turkey regards Greece as a legitimate party, as a sufficiently powered, interlocutor in these discussions to sit side by side on a table, to look at it together, rather than trying to make it a European Union versus Turkey issue, because the EU has absolutely no say in this matter. I mean, the EU is not a sovereign body that can lay claims on Turkey's continental shelf.
What is the way forward if the sanctions don't happen? The Maltese foreign minister was in Turkey a few days ago. Mevlut Çavuşoğlu seemed to indicate that possibly Malta may not be on board, because when the EU makes a decision about sanctions, it has to be a collective decision. You have the presidency of the EU being held by Germany, which is trying to negotiate between Turkey and the EU. So the sanctions are not 100% given. If there were no sanctions, what would be the next step? Because they're so far apart at the moment. How do they come closer?
Well, first of all, Turkey, withdrew its Oruç Reis seismic research vessel. So that's perceived as a move by the European party to see Turkey closer to the point that they wanted to get it to. And if the sanctions don't happen, then I think we're one step closer to a negotiated settlement, and we see signals of that. But if not, and if there is, a unilateral action, sort of sanctions on Turkey, then it will not sit well. It will definitely well, and we may go back to an escalatory phase, as we've seen in the past few weeks.
So how much is this about the country that Turkey has become in the past 20 years, and about the rise of Turkey and its growing reach across the world? And how much is it about the Eastern Mediterranean?
It's more the former than the latter, and it's about Turkey's growth, size, and soft power influence in the region. Its capacity to re-emerge as a regional power is obviously in clash with interests of countries such as France, if not Greece, and South Cyprus, Greek Cypriots. So that's seen as something that they have to limit. And it's the Mediterranean that they use as a pretext, as an excuse to sort of corner Turkey into, and to basically ask Turkey for concessions on other matters that they deem important. So it's absolutely not about just the Eastern Med, but the wider Turkey, the countries of the region.
Suha, Cubukcuoglu, always appreciate you coming onto the program. Thank you so much indeed.